Hey everybody, this is Josh with Late Start Piano. Today's video will be going over about taking a break from your daily practice session to try something a little bit different. So this is something that I implement in my own practice sessions as well. Usually on Saturdays or Sundays. I practice every day of the week. So usually on Saturdays or Sundays, I will use that day and kind of break up my regular practice routine to try something completely different. So for example, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, normally I start off with some technique, so sight reading, scales, chord inversion, something like that. And then I kind of dive into a little bit of ear training. So I'll listen to a song and just try to play it back by ear, maybe give 5 or 10 minutes to that. And then the rest of the time is working on some kind of piece. So either the Alfred's all-in-one course book or some other kind of sheet music that I have or whatever, the actual song that I'm working on. And usually for the technique, like I do sight reading every single day, that's 10 minutes. I do scales every single day, some kind of variation of scales, either major, minor scales, whatever, scales in thirds, something like that, and whatever else I'm working on for the day. So the point is, on Saturdays or Sundays, I take that time and I do something different. So instead of starting off with technique, I might spend the whole day working on a song that I've been wanting to play, but I just haven't been doing it because you need to get the techniques involved as well. Or I'll spend an hour or two just doing ear training the whole time. That's one of my priorities right now as a pianist, is to get the ear better, to be able to play songs just by listening to them, not needing to rely on sheet music. I'm not saying you have to do that, but that's one of my goals personally. So I usually spend a weekend to break things up, is I'll listen to a new song and I'll take like an hour or two and try to write out what I hear for the chords, try to practice the melody on the piano, and see how far I can get within an hour or two of playing a brand new song by ear. And then I won't do anything else. That'll be it. That'll be my whole practice session. So I won't be doing the quote unquote mundane things like scales and the techniques on those days. I like to break up the practice sessions on the weekends like this for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you take a break from something, like if you're working on the same thing every day of the week, when you take a break from something and go back to it, that's usually when insights or a better understanding is going to hit you. So I think it's a good idea actually is if you take a break for a day and then you get right back into it. Sometimes something clicks in the mind and now it's like, okay, that light bulb moment, now you understand it, you get it. Another reason I like to do this is because it breaks up, like I've already said, it breaks up the mundane practice sessions, gives you something to look forward to, gives you something different. You can have one practice session a week that's totally fun. Like I said, I like to do the ear training stuff, so that's something I do. I spend the whole day doing that. I don't work on any repertoire pieces, I don't work on any techniques. That's just what I do. Whatever you like to do, if you love to practice arpeggios, if you like to play a certain song that you love, you just want to sit down and play it 10 times in a row, that's fine too. You should have that one day to kind of break things up, add the fun piece, because remember, piano is fun. We don't want to be just working on skills to death and then you start not to enjoy the piano, you start not to like it, and then you stop playing altogether. So we want to avoid that. We want to make sure we're still having fun. That's another reason why this one day a week breakup is good for you as well. And then again, just a variety, something different, something that your brain can latch onto, taking that break and then going back to the normal everyday routine stuff that you work on, that's going to help you. So those three reasons, break up the mundane, it'll keep you motivated as well as something to look forward to, and then it's going to help you just in general focus on something that you want to do. So a few reasons there is why I personally take one day a week and just practice on whenever I want. It's guilt free. So don't feel guilty that you're not practicing your piece for the week for your teacher, whatever, no big deal. Take one day a week, do something that you have a lot of fun doing. Again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano.